Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world, depending on your time zone. My name is Chris Whelan. I'm a director of the Wellington Centre of Business Excellence. I want to talk to you today about, 9 easy steps to get from chaos to profit in your business. Right? Let me rephrase it. Let me restate it for you. 9 easy steps to get from chaos to profit. And my key question, the key question that I want to answer today is, do you want a successful business that consistently delivers great results for yourself, for your teams, for your customers, and not just in terms of money, but in terms of consistent delivery, in terms of satisfaction, in terms of all the things that you use to measure your business to make it a success? If that's what you want, then this next little video is definitely for you. Now, here's what I know. Absolutely, the best businesses are the ones that are run with great systems, right? Great systems. And then, of course, having highly trained and professional staff to run those systems. Unfortunately, what I see a lot of businesses doing is, or business people doing, is they work harder and harder and harder and harder. They're technicians. They get very good at what they do, but not so the technical aspects of the business, but not necessarily at the business aspects of the business. That means, as I say, that they work harder and harder and harder. And that's simply not sustainable. It's not scalable, certainly, because it's limited by the hours that they can put into it. And inevitably, they get exhausted. So it's not scalable. It's not sustainable because ultimately, they'll run out of gas. They'll run out of steam. Their husband or wife or partner or someone's going to say, hey, look, we need to see more of you, not just working flat out. And unfortunately, that becomes the tyranny of the urgent. And then, of course, the other point is that they inevitably never get the return on investment that they thought they were going to get when they went into business, right? If that's you, I want to show you a better way. And it's what I call, as I say, the 9 steps to get from chaos to profit. And quite simply put, I'll go through the 9 steps and then I'll run through a couple of them. And just by the way, this is part 1, probably of 2 parts, because it's quite a big, chunky topic. I don't want to do it injustice, so I'll probably do it in 2 parts, this week and next week. So the first of those 9 steps is to define your vision, right? First is vision, then mission, then culture. Vision, mission, culture, then your SMART goals, right? What are your goals with your business? The fifth thing, there's 4, the fifth thing is to make sure that you've got your org chart set up, your organizational chart, so when your business is done, when you can go fishing or do whatever pursuits that you have to do, who will be in the right positions on the bus at the right time. So who in that different parts of your organization will be doing HR, who will be doing IT, who will be doing customer service, who will be doing marketing. All of those different positions, you want to define it very clearly in an organizational chart. The 6th element then is to have what I call positional contracts for each of those positions. And then the 7th, that feeds directly into the 7th element, which is to make sure that you've got key performance indicators for each of those positions, right? So that's the first 7. Number 8 is then you go 1 level down and say, right, how do we deliver for each of those different positions? For each of them, you want a clear how-to process. Now, I'm not suggesting that it becomes a bigger than Ben-Hur manual. Absolutely not. You can use video, you can use audio. It doesn't matter what you use, as long as the person in that role knows exactly how he or she must deliver it, right? The 9th element then, the 9th of those 9 steps, is to make sure you've got management systems that run the business, right? So running through that again: vision, mission, culture, SMART goals, organizational chart, positional contracts, KPIs and metrics to measure the people's performance, and then, of course, how-to system and management system. But here is what I inevitably hear you say: that's a huge list, Chris. How are we going to possibly do that? Where do we even start, right? And I think the first point is take the first step, obviously. But here's what I know. Start with your purpose. Start with why you're in business in the first place. People, your staff, your customers, sometimes even what I've seen is business owners themselves haven't defined it for themselves. But start with your purpose, because your customers, your teams, everyone wants to know why you're here. When they know that, they know why you're here, they know what matters to you, they can then identify and engage with you much more easily. So it's about what value, I suppose. When you talk about purpose, it's about what value do you bring in your business to the world? How are you going to make the world a better place? What problems are you going to solve that actually define your purpose, that are in line with your purpose of why you're in business in the first place? That's the first thing. The second thing is go to those values that I mentioned a moment ago. What are the things that are going to actually drive how you fulfill your purpose? What values do you hold dear? Because bear in mind, the tone is always set at the top of the organization. So as the business owner, it's up to you to set those values, right? And that's going to define who you attract to you, because they identify with your values. And again, when I say who, it's your team, it's your staff, it's the wider people around you, right? Massively important. And just one comment on values. Values are not things that you write up on a wall. They're not things you write on the wall and forget. They need to be demonstrated, lived, real behaviors, right? Otherwise, they're not values. The value, if you like, of a value is only shown in how it's lived out. So massively important. So you've defined your purpose, you've got your values. From there, you can then get on to what is your vision? What do you see in the future is a successful thing that you'll be achieving, right? What's the ideal purpose, vision for your business? Where are you going to be in 5 and 10 years' time? And if you look at my background, I worked in economic development. And so we wanted to make sure that cities transformed and they were vibrant and livable and robust. So that was a clear vision for what we were doing. Once you've defined your vision in your business, then you can get onto the mission and the culture. Now, let me give you an example. I hope it works. Imagine someone like Elon Musk, right? He's got a global organization, global empire. If his purpose in life was to democratize access to information, democratize access to as information all around the world, then the mission, so he would see a vision where everyone's got access to broadband, for example. His mission then is to make sure that there's satellite and or other forms of coverage on every square centimeter of the earth, right? So his purpose is to democratize information. His vision is to see everyone having access, and his mission then is to make sure that in his company, he makes sure that everyone gets, put satellite coverage all around the world. Once he's done that, so his vision, his mission, his culture then becomes how are they going to live in the organization to make that a reality. Now, of course, that becomes massively important because you want to attract the best people to run those great systems. And if you have a poor culture, it's going to kill it right from the get-go. So make sure you don't skimp on culture. Again, I go back to the point that leadership the leader sets the tone, and the issue of culture is massively, massively important. Almost, frankly, can't be overstated. So that's covers vision, mission, culture of those 9 steps. Next week, I'll cover part 2, and I'll cover probably the rest of it. Let's see how we go on that. But if you want a scalable, sustainable, robust, resilient business, a resilient organization that consistently delivers for you, for your teams, for your family, for your customers, this is the way to go about it. These 9 steps will give you that, right? You might say, oh gosh, it's a big thing to do, and absolutely it is. But here's the thing. Do it once, develop the systems once, and you have them forever, and you can use them forever. That's my, if you like, go-to. It's about leverage, right? Leverage is all about getting things done once, and you can use them forever. If this is of interest to you, drop me a link, drop me a time in my diary through the link, and I will send you an ebook that I've written on this as well, so you can read it at your leisure. And then next week, as I say, we'll cover this off as well. In the meantime, have a brilliant week. All the very best, and good luck with your business. And good luck with your business, and have a great week. And let's chat again in the future. Cheers. Bye bye.